Mr. Don Weaver.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Honorable members of this committee, I will be very brief, Mr. Chairman. I'll cut my prepared remarks in half, but I'll leave a full text here for the committee members. While South Carolina taxpayers should appreciate the good faith efforts of our legislators to provide property tax relief in last year's General Assembly session, and we certainly do, it's become apparent that the tax reform bill they pass contains a loophole that allows its intent to be undermined by local government's intent on raising taxes beyond their constituents' ability to pay. The good news is that many in the legislature now see this and have introduced House Bill 3615, a follow-up measure that limits local population spending to increases in the Consumer Price Index and population growth. Thankfully, the sponsors of this bill understand that the only way to truly protect all taxpayers is to insist that government grow at a rate no faster than income levels and population. We believe South Carolina House leaders should be supported in their efforts to pass this spending cap to stop local governments from emasculating the property tax relief that citizens were promised. Despite these two efforts by our General Assembly to reduce property taxes, individuals and businesses are paying more to government via increased millage, local option sales taxes, and higher fees. According to a recent study by the South Carolina Policy Council, all but 2 counties in our state have seen the total city, county, and school district millage increase since statewide property tax relief was passed in 1995. Additionally, 28 out of the 29 counties that implemented a local option sales tax now have a higher millage rate than before the local option sales tax was increased. And already, as has been said, close to 20 school districts have announced plans to increase their budgets in response to the 2006 property tax relief plan. In summary, for South Carolina's economy to continue to grow and provide good jobs, Mr. Chairman, we need to expand our companies and attract new ones to our state. There is much less ability to do so if our tax burden continues to grow. Higher tax burdens make manufacturing plants less competitive, and in this global economy, the tolerance for high taxes simply no longer exists, if it ever really did. Our growing tax burden in South Carolina is seriously limiting the ability of businesses to expand, create new jobs, and locate here. Therefore, we believe that this is a reasonable spending limit that will help with economic growth, protect all taxpayers, and still give local governments the ability to increase their budget beyond the cap if needed. This can be done in cases of emergency or with 2/3 majority of their respective council. It is imperative that this bill be passed by both the House and the Senate. Without this protective measure, we can expect more of the same, higher spending by local governments and less business investment taking place in our state.
Thank you, Mr. Weaver.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.